All right, guys, welcome to the channel. Today's video, guys, this is a video from the Art of Dialogue, or at least this guy's a part of the Art of Dialogue. So I'm going to go over this. This is Will Smith discussing. He's putting himself in the GOAT discussion. I mean, he considers himself up there with the likes of Denzel, Daniel Day-Lewis. What else did he say? Golly, it's slipping my mind right now. Marlon Brando. So he puts himself, if there was a Mount Rushmore, it'd be those three gentlemen, and Will believes he should be on there with them. So I'm going to go ahead and play some of the video. Like, once again, man, please, I'm small time, man. Just, can you let me react, man? Don't give me a copyright claim, or please, I appreciate it, but it's all in the game. If you do it, you do it. But I'm asking, I'm requesting, could you not do it? Can you not do it? So with that being said, we're gonna play the video and I'm gonna get my take. So without further ado, let's roll it.
Mark, I got you. You can put yourself on there.
Damn.
If that's how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely how I'm feeling, but I don't feel like I should say that, like, publicly.
Say whatever you gotta say.
You know.
He's gassing Will up. He's gassing him up right there. You can tell, like, yeah, go. Hey, say what you feel. It's good. That's a good interview. Way to get it out of him, though. But yeah, it's funny. He's kind of gassing him up there.
All right, Mount Rushmore of actors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
damn. All right, so
it's like I say, even Will knows, man. Just, you know, that's a hard. There's been so many great actors, and if you stick to actors and separate from actresses, because there's some great actresses that could arguably be on that list. So it's very hard. Like I said, this is probably, I don't know, is this something you think he's always thought about, or is this Johnny on the spot? I think maybe I don't know. I don't think he's ever probably thought of himself in the GOAT discussion, but I know he thinks he's among the greats. But clearly, I mean, I guess he does think he's among the GOATs because, you know, he's putting himself up there with three of the best to ever do it. So let's keep going.
I would start with Marlon Brando.
Okay.
Like Marlon Brando, if I'm going old school, I'm trying to look at the whole spectrum. The whole spectrum.
Actresses too, if you know.
Yeah. Okay, actresses, yeah, because that would be different. That would be, you know. No, I'm gonna do actors first.
Okay.
So three of them, you know, and it's really, I'm not really saying this to be arrogant. I do think I'm like one of the most prolific actors of our time.
You 100% should feel that.
Yeah.
What the hell? Of course.
Guys, do you feel Will is that prolific? I mean, I honestly think he had a hell of a run from, I want to say 96, maybe 2004. And then he had some movies, you know, in between a couple, like, but I think that run, he had a hell of a run. I mean, the man was known as a summer blockbuster guy, you know, in the late 90s going into the 2000s. But I don't know. You guys think he's prolific? Oh, I mean, he's been in a lot of good movies, but like prolific. Like, if you was to put up his catalog against those three heavyweights he just discussed that he places himself on the Mount Rushmore with. If we were to go and compare their catalog of movies, does Will stack up? And not just because, like, I'm not talking about, oh, this movie made a lot of money, but just good movies that he was a star in. Does Will's catalog stack up with theirs? That's an interesting debate. Does his catalog stack up with those guys?
So Marlon Brando, me and Denzel.
Okay.
So Marlon Brando, me, Denzel. Now, who would be my fourth? Who do I think? And why I like those is, like, there's actors and then there's movie stars. Okay. And there's a difference between actors and movie stars.
What's the difference?
That's very true. That's very true. There is a difference between an actor and a movie star. Now, I'm pretty sure what he's going to say, because, okay, think of it this way. There are certain actors and that go into the movie star because they say now there are no more movie stars left anymore. I think they say like Tom Cruise is probably the last of the movie stars. And with that being said, it's a guy where you go, oh, it's a Tom Cruise movie, or if you go further back, a Schwarzenegger movie. You don't even worry about the title of the movie. You're going for the actor, or if you want to add actress, but mainly it's actors who kind of drive the box office. But that's I think the difference between a movie star and an actor. Is a movie star, they're the one who carry the film, like that you can market the film around because you know that their box office people gonna come check them out. So see what Will says.
An actor can deliver a role, and I know who my fourth is, Daniel Day-Lewis. So a actor can deliver a role and take you to something that is a transformative experience. But a movie star can put a movie on their back and carry it. You go to a Denzel movie because it's a Denzel movie. Right? And there are a lot of times people are good actors.
I put Denzel in that class as well. I mean, the man, I remember he says, somebody asked him when the last time he auditioned for a role. He's like, I don't audition. I think the last time he said he auditioned was like 40 years ago. So there you have it. That's movie star level right there, where they give you the script and they write the role for you. You don't even have to audition. You're the one that decides you can turn it down or whatever. So Denzel's definitely in that class.
And you like to see people act, and if they're in something you like, you'll go. But you go to a Denzel movie because it's Denzel.
Okay.
You go to a Will Smith movie because it's Will Smith.
Okay. So would you say, so you would say Denzel's more, would you categorize them as different things, or like movie stars above actor? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
not above, not above, no. but being a movie star is.
Yeah, I would never put, I mean, a lot of the instances, no, I would always take the actor over the movie, like as far as how good they are at their craft. Because, I mean, think about it. The Rock at one point was considered a movie star. I mean, I think he oversaturated himself, and now, what do they say? Familiarity breeds contempt. A lot of people can't stand him. A lot of it is his own fault, the kind of stuff he does. And I guess you could say he's kind of a try hard or this or that and the other. But, yeah, I would say good quality acting at the end of the day can never be replaced. A movie star can, in some instances, not all, of course, but a lot of times movie stars can come and go. Like The Rock, you could pretty much say The Rock's time is come and pass as far as him being that guy. But if you're a great actor, I mean, you can keep going and going and getting jobs and getting work if you're a quality, great actor. All right, moving on.
Is a little bit extra
higher, like echelon.
It's not,
I don't even know how I pull that word out.
Echelon. Yeah. Damn. So we doing big words?
Yeah, no, I
thought we was keeping it simple. I thought we was keeping it social.
We got to step up. I've been reading books
keeping it social.
Recently.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
We got to keep it under the mayonnaise limits.
All right. A higher honor.
Honor, yeah.
Honor. Okay. But I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think like when you're a movie star, you can carry a movie.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of actors that are really great actors that can give you spectacular performances, but they're not gonna put a movie on their back and carry it around the world
and make it just
make you want to come see it because they're in it.
Okay, wait.
Okay, that's it. Good point though, Will. Way to close it out. Good point. I totally agree with him on that. It's like you could be a great, and I think I said it myself, like you could be a great actor and you're just wondering like, man, this guy gives great performance after great performance, but for some reason they're just not that box office draw. It is what it is. They're talented, but they just don't have that intangible that the movie stars have, where, like he said, they're able to go across the world and make it happen. So, but yeah, just to wrap this up, my final verdict on this is I would be a fool to say Will Smith is not one of the greats, but in the class with those Titans that he just brought up, I think maybe at one point he was on pace to be that guy. Maybe he might get there. He may have a third act, his career. He might have a third act, but with those guys, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I mean, with Denzel, Daniel Day-Lewis, I mean, Denzel goes without saying. Marlon Brando was part of one of the greatest movies ever made. Matter of fact, All Quiet on the Waterfront, one of my favorite scenes. I could have been a contender. One of my favorite scenes of all. If I could do a top 10 movie scenes of all time, that's definitely in my top 10 with Marlon Brando. And like I said, Marlon Brando's been a great number of movies. Not like I said, mention The Godfather, one of the greatest movies ever made. He was in that film and kicked ass. Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel, There Will Be Blood. Daniel Plainsville, one of the greatest screen characters ever made. And my man killed it there. Like I said, Daniel Day-Lewis, definitely one of the best to do it. But at this point, you're not quite there. But you are one of the greats. If they were to create an all-time list, 100 greatest actors of all time, Will, you're on. And that even counts the females. Will, you're on that list. You're on that list. But when we start talking about Mount Rushmore, I just don't see you there, man. I just don't see it. And maybe, you have a third act in your career and you start bringing in some more roles. But I just don't see it. But salute to you. Like I said, you're one of the all-time greats. I'll put it to you that way. Like I said, if they made a list of the greatest 100 actors, you're on that list. You're on that list. So yeah, guys, what do you think, man? Get in the comments. Is Will? Do you think Will is one of the GOATs? Is he on a Mount Rushmore? Should he be is he in the same class as Denzel and the other guys? Or are you kind of like me where you're like, man, yeah, he's one of the greats, but he's not up there, So yeah, guys, thank you for taking this journey with me on this video. And like I always say, if it's for 1 minute, 5 minutes, the whole damn video, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view my content. So with that being said, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe, smash the like, and get in the comments. And guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.